Right, Spill here. Here's my thoughts on a 5-1 loss to the Dallas Stars. Now, before this game started and after yesterday's nonsense, I did watch a little bit of the press conferences, or not press conference, the bull crap that they do. The process. We got to follow a process. There's no goddamn process. What process? Process was a word that Kyle Dubas brought in. Dumbass. Brought that in. A process. What the F is a process when you're playing hockey? A process? Is the process to get your ass handed to you every night? Is that a process? If we're just taking one more stride more, it's a process. If I hear the word process out of the captain's mouth one more time, I want to take the process and shove it down his throat. So thank God I didn't watch that video, because my video would have been 3 minutes extra of nonsense trying to decipher what a process is. Process. How do you... Yeah. Anyways, if you thought the game was going to be 5-1, you wouldn't have been out of line to say last night that the game was going to be 5-1. However, there was an effort tonight. There was a give a shit meter. Now, it didn't bubble up. It wasn't like Spinal Tap. Take it to 11. Never got to 11. But the Leafs actually put forth an effort. And they actually weren't rewarded tonight for their effort, which kind of is like a Leafy thing. Now, if they had this same kind of effort against Nashville, they would have won. It's all about timing, I guess. Like, pick your team that you want to be Leafy against. This is Leafy. The Leafs put their best effort forth against the best team they played on the road. Again, if they probably gave this effort against Washington, they might have won that one too. It's amazing. You give the effort when it's the only team that's way more skilled and way better than you. We get into the game. I thought the Leafs actually played decently. This is definitely the best game I've seen Matthews play in. And by the way, he got no points. We'll get into their minuses in just a sec. There was something there. He got a breakaway, put it in the guy's glove, but he was back checking. He won like 2 battles on the boards. That's 2 more than he's won in the last 17 games. He was fighting to get pucks back. Nyes was terrible again. Just god-awful terrible. Mini idiot. Who cares what mini idiot's doing? Mini Domi. It don't matter. Piss off. Oh, you're scratched. Now you're on the 4th line. Yes, he really sent a message taking out Cowan. Now, I think Cowan should be out of the lineup, unlike everyone else. They bench. I just saw everyone light up. But why are they benching Cowan? Because Cowan has a chance to be good. Put him in the minors. Benching him ain't the right thing to do. Put him in the press box. Put him in the minors. I'm sorry, everyone, with your rose-colored glasses, but watch the Nashville game. He gave the puck away more times than it takes me to putt from 40 feet, okay? He could not put the puck on a Leaf stick until the last goal. So, yes, he should be in the press box. Actually, he shouldn't be in the press box. He should be in the minors. It's not a bad thing. Bringing in Lorentz for Yarncak. Well, of course you do that. But Nylander, Matthews, Riley, they all get to skate away. Nothing. Yeah. Oh, I should do it. We'll get into the game in just a sec. But Johnny T report. 0-0-0 -3 in 14 minutes of 18 seconds of ice time. Another disgusting effort. In the last 5 games, John Tavares has 1 goal and is -9. We're Scotty T. Ratton report. Well, we got a 1 on this one, folks. We got a 1 on the Scotty T. Ratton report. Still got a minus, but we got a 1. 1-0-1 -1. 5 shots on that. Wow, big game. He had more ice time than the Johnny T. And probably because Johnny T hurt his knee in the elbow. I don't know what Nylander's only shot that he took hit him. So he got 15 minutes of ice time. He had more ice time. So Scotty Rotten got a point, but we'll get in. I'm all over the place. Get in the game. The Leafs were working hard, and then Jason Robertson, who I got thoughts on him. And again, we got the wrong Robertson. Again, whose kid is... How can one kid, Jason Robertson, now someone told me premature, I don't know, 6'3", 204 pounds. And Nick Robertson is 5'9" and 180 pounds. Why did we get the 5'9" kid? Why couldn't we get the 6'3" kid? Anyways, Jason Robertson. You could argue there was a penalty. The refs were weird tonight. Who were the refs tonight? Tom Chimawak. Whoa. That's a name. Chimolowski and Mark Jeanette. I've heard of that guy before. Same refs that refed Nashville. And, of course, Chris Cuthbert in his epic broadcasting says, because there was the first 5 minutes of no whistles, he said, unlike last night where there were 5 penalties. Nah, wrong game, bud. That was Washington. That was 2 games ago. Good try, though. Thanks for coming out. You only get paid so much money to do announcing. You're an idiot. Wait, or maybe when Tristan Jerry got pulled the last time they played the Leafs. No. What is it, just like I'm going to spit out stuff that's false? Okay. Maybe if I spit out stuff that's false, I've got I don't know how many people viewing my video. I don't have, 100,000 people watching the game tonight. I don't know what the ratings are. There's football today. Maybe everyone was watching football. I'm a Cowboys fan, so again, you can expect my day, how it went. Ooh-wee. It was kind of a sports day with darts. But anyways, Jason Robertson looked like it was a penalty against Jake McCabe. Outplays him. And he makes a move to the net. And you could argue, yes, Hildeby should have had it. But again, this is Leafy stuff. Jason Robertson scores. I don't know. It was at the end of the first period. So the Leafs are going in 1-0 down. Now, there's how many times this year that the Leafs have been up 1-0 and they didn't deserve it. So they were down 1-0 and didn't deserve it. So you'd like to see them come out in the second period. I thought they played all right. I do. I think they played all right. I'm not going to sit here and trash everybody tonight. I'll trash a couple people, but I ain't trashing everybody tonight. I mean, Philip Myers can't play defense, and Nylander, he put a little effort forth, but he lacks what you tee off with a golf, You take a golf club and then you tee something up. You usually can get, so I like a yellow one myself, but you tee it up and you hit it. He's missing 2 of those, okay? He's a wimp. Nylander, last 5 games. Well, we can give his stats 0-0-0 minus 3, 16 minutes of 42 seconds of pansy hockey. And he is minus 10 in his last 5 games. Way to go, Willie. Stepping it up, bud. I didn't think William Nylander was very good. Yeah, he had a breakaway. Yeah, he missed the net on a shot. But, what was his breakaway? He's cherry picking again? He just doesn't add anything. He's a nothing. 11.5 million of nothing. Johnny T! Can't skate. Can't receive a pass. The only thing he can do is sit in front of a net and hope it hits him. That's what he's got in the bag. But in the second period, actually, the guys who I thought played good were Michelli. Michelli looked good to me. McMahon looked decent to me. Robertson looked all right. I know he's playing his brother. He usually does play good. And the Leafs usually beat Dallas. It's crazy. The Stetcher looks great to me. Benoit was all over the ice trying. Philip Myers can't play defense. Really? Icing the puck at all will. Just firing pucks down the ice, going for those long passes and icing them. Just awesome to watch. So he still sucks. Although it looked like he took a penalty on Robertson. Now, there was a penalty on Johnny T on Robertson in the second period where the guy dove. Blatant dive by Robertson. They called that one. But I think the refs got pissed off because the next 2 times they dumped, again, he's diving. He goes down real easy. He definitely goes down really easy. Maybe Nick can learn how to draw penalties. I don't know. But the only time that Morgan really made contact with someone tonight, the guy dove into the boards. I thought for sure that was going to be a penalty, but I think the ref said enough of this nonsense. We're not calling any call against you, Robertson, after you dove from the other time. Yeah, I thought Waugh was okay. I thought Joseph was okay. I thought Lorentz was okay. I thought Lawton was okay with that. The first shift of the period, holy Moses. The first shift of the game, I thought we were in for a 10-0 barn burner. The fourth line starts and just gets hemmed in the zone. Although Lawton was terrible on the third, or the Labushkin goal. scored a goal. I guess even Steven, I don't know. So second period's done. Third period, yeah. So it looked like it was a bad goal, Lyubushkin. And you're looking at Hildeby going, what the hell happened? And then you see the replay. It was tipped. And what am I going to do? Get on Hildeby? Okay. We scored one goal. We're going to get on Hildeby, are we? Okay. Ottinger played damn good tonight. I got a little bit goalied. What are you going to do? Then you had Jamie Benn sitting in front of the net. Jamie Benn must look at the Toronto Maple Leafs and get the same kind of look that I get when I see a friggin' Smarties Blizzard. My eyes go wide open. Actually, I don't eat blizzards anymore. Unfortunately, my belly won't let me. Maybe the same look I see when I see a cold Budweiser. That same look. You must get that same look when he's playing the Leafs defense. He's going to look around and go, "Oh, park my ass in front of the net and call it a night." Shoots it. Boom. Tip. Another tip job makes it 3-1. That was game over. Then they scored an empty netter, Maverick Bourque. And then some guy named Justin Harashko scores to make it 5-1. And it looks bad, 5-1. But at the end of the day, you would have told me the score was going to be 5-1 yesterday, I would have believed you. But I thought it would be in a much different effort. The honest answer is I don't expect the Leafs to win every single game. I don't. But I expect an effort forth, at the very least. And for the most part, you got an effort forth. We're just not that good. You're not good enough to beat the Dallas Stars. What pisses me off more than anything, what should piss all of us off, is that effort would have beat the Washington Capitals. That effort would have beat the Nashville Predators. So why do it now? Why do it against the team? It's like you're saving up your bullets and you fire the bullet against that team. I don't understand. They play one more time before Christmas. Pittsburgh Penguins on Tuesday. What am I going to look forward to? What am I going to... They're 500 now. Yeah, they're 15-15-5. So really they're 15-20. Do I expect any changes? No. Do I expect to hear a process comment tonight? Yeah, probably from an idiot. But you've heard me for how many weeks just rip them for effort? There was something there tonight. Other than Nylander, there was something. And Nylander, you could say, looked a little bit better, but for God's sakes, the guy's a pansy. I saw Robertson, I saw even Matthews go into a corner. Nyes was terrible. So you take Nyes and Nylander and you work them out of the mix, and everyone else put an effort forth. At some point, it's got to catch up to you that you have Philip Myers on your defense. At some point, it's going to catch up to you of Dennis Hildeby in net. At some point, it's going to catch up to you that you have a third line of Waugh, McMahon, and Robertson. It's going to catch up to you. It's gotta. You got a second line center that's Janity. He's not a second. He's lucky to be a fourth line winger. Power play. I can talk about the power play. Those two lines, stupid. Absolutely stupid. Pick a friggin' power play line and go with it. I agree. Change it up. Like, don't go with... Morgan Riley should be nowhere on a power play unit. The guy can't shoot. The guy's been in the NHL for 13 years, and he hasn't developed a slap shot. I mean, that's embarrassing. You can only do a wrist shot. Name one goalie in the NHL is going to get beat by a wrist shot from the blue line. Even if you're going to tip it, what are you going to tip? A wrist shot? It's coming in at, 50 miles an hour? I think I'd give a golf cart up faster than that. Pretty sure you can take the guy's a wimp. Anyways, I'll do a video on Tuesday. I won't wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays yet because there'll be one more game. Cheers.